My name's Greg Clark, I'm 36 years old, I'm a marketing officer here at West Lothian College. The Erasmus project that I was involved in was in March this year. We went to Denmark, Odense in Denmark for 2 weeks with professional cookery students. There was 8 of them, myself and my colleague. We flew from Edinburgh to Copenhagen, trained from Copenhagen to Odense, where we were met by staff from Cold College. We stayed at Cold College, which is a catering college in Odense, for 2 weeks. The first week the students were students at the college. The second week they worked in different placements in restaurants within Odense city centre. My role in the project was the role of accompanying an adult. I have no teaching experience, so I was there in a palliative role, basically to give support, to support the teaching staff and the students themselves, and kind of just to be a shoulder to cry on if need be. I was also in charge of the cultural fund, and I prepared cultural visits and group meals, etc. The college gained a lot from being in the project. We have established a new partner in Cold College, and that's something we're always striving to do with our employer engagement, and just to have an international presence. We now have friends and partners within Denmark, and that's a great thing to have. So we can turn to them. We've learnt a lot from them. One of the things we learned was they've set up a pop-up cafe for their students, so students who can't get work placements will work in this pop-up cafe until a placement becomes available. So it's helping them to get a real job experience while also helping the local community. And West Lothian College is a very community-based college, so it's something we'd be interested in. The students who went to Denmark gained so much more experience than just the experience of going to a different country. They experienced, for the first time, it was some of them had been in the plane for the first time, some of them had been away from their parents for the first time. And one of the guys that was there was an older guy. He was actually older than me, and it was his first time abroad as well. So I think it was a lot of new experiences for the students. They gained experience of real work experience as well, working within the restaurants in Denmark. They went by themselves, had to make their own way to work and back from work. We were there if anything went wrong, but we had to kind of take a step back and let them get on with it. So they gained work experience, they gained independence, and I think they gained the whole working in a group ideal. It was very much a case of 8 students under the one roof, and it's always going to be a kind of combustible atmosphere, but everybody was fine, which, I mean, was great. I gained so much professionally and personally from the experience. I went into it being asked to go as an accompanying adult and said yes, jumped at the chance. Don't really know if I knew what I was letting myself in for, but it was fantastic. I was in charge of the cultural fund, let's say, so I learned a lot about budgeting, which is something in my own life I'm moving to learn a bit more about, but having to budget for 8 people, including the 2 adults as well, and having to make sure, keep receipts for everything, make sure there was enough money for the next day. That was a real big thing for me. But one of the things I gained personally was I have now taken a student on as I'm mentoring him. He's 16, and I am just really working with him, giving him some of the experience that I got, and helping him with interview skills and CV skills. So I feel, as cliche as it sounds, I came back a different person, but in a very good way.